All right, today we're going to be taking a look at Sideline Captions, which is a brand new macOS application that uses AI to caption all of your sports photos for you without you having to lift a finger. As sports photographers, we all know that captions are important, but I think if we're being honest with ourselves, it's the part of the job that we like the least. Nobody really likes sitting down and identifying players and images and writing the same names and descriptions over and over and over. And that's really why we built Sideline. We thought, hey, what if we could have AI do it for us? If we give AI an image and a code replacements file from Photo Mechanic and let it know the rosters, why can't it just write a caption for us? Because all of the captions are in popular styles. Let's just have it do it for us. And so that's why we built Sideline. And today I'm going to show you how it works. So this is the basic panel here. And once you configure all of these options for a game or an event that you shoot, Sideline can really do all the heavy lifting for you. So today we're going to be looking at a local folder, and we do have a mode that supports FTP servers, and it can actually pull down images from a remote FTP server and caption them for you every time that you add a new one. So this is really useful for photographers on the sidelines who are uploading images directly from a camera that's tethered to a hotspot. It can be useful for remote editors who are editing someone else's work, but today we'll take a look at the local approach. So the first thing to do is select a watch folder, and this is just a folder of images that Sideline is going to look for and find new images in. So it could be like your ingest folder in Photo Mechanic or something like that. So I'm just going to choose this folder right here, and I have a selection of photos from a men's basketball game that I shot recently. Next, we need to select a matchup. Now, you can, if you have a code replacements file from Photo Mechanic, you can select one of those manually, but the real power of Sideline is in using the Sideline roster manager. So we can obviously create our own teams and rosters manually, and we have a lot of options for importing those, but I want to make life even easier. I am going to go out and get a URL from this game, and this game is in the past, but even if this was an upcoming game, it would work. I'm just going to copy this URL in between the Kentucky Wildcats and the Nichols Colonels, and I am going to have Sideline create this matchup automatically for me. Now, you can either choose ESPN or Max Preps for those of you who shoot a lot of high school sports. Sideline can create these rosters for you from either of those sources. So I will just paste in this ESPN URL, and it will go out and find the teams for me. It says, hey, this is between Kentucky and Nichols. You can title the names of your rosters. You can choose whatever code replacement prefix you want to use. So I'll say UK for Kentucky and maybe just N for Nichols. And then obviously both of these are basketball. And then when I hit create matchup, it is actually going to scrape both of those rosters. And in what? 2 seconds, it has created this code replacements file for me, completely automated. I can't export this matchup, so I can export this code replacements file just in case I need to share it with a teammate, a colleague, a friend, something like that, someone who is also shooting this game. But this is good to go. So I can exit out of this, and I will select University of Kentucky versus Nichols as my matchup here. Now, we do have options to speed up your workflow. You can caption tagged photos first, or you can select filters that fit your workflow. So say you only want to do tagged photos, or you only want to select images that have a certain color class within Photo Mechanic or a certain star rating, and you don't want to caption the rest. You can toggle those on or off as you see fit to speed up your workflow. We're going to choose the sport. So this was a basketball game. And then it is strongly recommended to identify teams by their jersey color. So I'm going to turn that on and just let Sideline know that Kentucky is in the white jerseys and Nichols is in the red jerseys. We can choose to automatically caption new images. And if I turn that on, it's going to look at our watch folder, and every 10 seconds, it's going to check and see if there are any new images added to that folder. If so, it's going to automatically send them off to the AI, have them captioned for me. And so when I come back to my computer from whatever I was doing, they're all just good, ready to go. You can also choose to modify images after captioning. Again, it's a workflow preference. If you want to add a certain color class or a star rating to let you know at a glance in Photo Mechanic, hey, we have captioned all of these images, Sideline can do that for you as well. So I'm going to pop into Photo Mechanic and just show you what this looks like. I have applied an IPTC template to all of these upon ingest, and that's really what Sideline needs in order to caption these images for me. So I have a copyright here, and then this is the really important stuff. I have the name of the event, which is just the matchup between these two teams, and I let Sideline know it's in Lexington at Rupp Arena, the state is Kentucky, and the country is US. And you will notice if I toggle through all of these images here, none of them have captions written at all. We have this standard data that's pretty standard when you import images, but none of these have captions at all. So we're going to pop into Sideline and say, hey, caption all of these for us. And you will see Sideline has identified 14 different files. It's going to prepare these, and it gives us an estimate that these will be done in about 1.5 minutes. That is a lot faster than I could manually caption 14 files. So we'll let Sideline do its thing. While it is doing its thing, I want to show you some of the settings here and some of the things we can configure. We do have an option. Obviously, we have, a license and an API key and all that fun stuff. We do have an option to auto launch Sideline with Photo Mechanic. So anytime you open up Photo Mechanic, Sideline will open up alongside of it, and it'll be sitting there ready to go, ready to caption your photos. We do also have a universal access feature that will keep Sideline in the menu bar. That's this fun little icon right here. And anytime you click it, you can either open up this little popover or open up the main app. So you get universal access to it anytime you need. We can also look at the captioning tag and specify what style we want our captions to be in. Now, I've chosen Associated Press, but we do support Getty, USA Today, and Imagn images, and then also a simple format that will simply identify the player. The second sentence will be the name of the event, and then the third sentence will be your copyright. Just in case the system cannot write a caption, we can tell it what to do. Either leave the caption field blank and don't make an attempt, or use your best judgment and kind of your best guess and attempt to write a caption that way. We also have options to prioritize audio files. So if you like to append an audio file to an image in camera and give some more context about this image, you could say, hey, this particular touchdown was the game-winning touchdown, or he got fouled on this player. Give the AI a little bit more context. When you have this option enabled, it's going to use that audio file, and it will essentially supersede whatever caption it was going to write. So that's really helpful if you want to give the AI additional context that it wouldn't otherwise already have. You can also choose to write player names to keywords for easier lookup in the future if you want to do that. And then you can choose to either append your credit as the last sentence of the caption or leave it off. We also do have FTP options here if you want to use that mode, and then we can show some statistics as well about how many images it has captioned for you, how much time it has saved you, and you can see it has processed 1,500 images for me, and that's cost $1.25. So really, really inexpensive to do. So just in that time I was talking, it is done captioning the images. So let's hop on over into Photo Mechanic and see what it has done for us. And it has not captioned any of these because I am actually looking at the wrong folder. It did these. So you can see Kentucky guard Colin Chandler stands ready during the game against Nichols on Tuesday, November 4th, 2025 in Lexington, Kentucky. Perfect caption, would not change anything about that, and it did all of that for me. UK forward Brandon Garrison dunks during the game. That's exactly what's happening. And obviously these images aren't edited or cropped or anything. I just chose a few. UK guard Otega Owe defends against Nichols guard Jalen Searles. Beautiful. Kentucky Wildcats forward Mohamed Diabate dribbles the ball while being guarded by Nichols forward Grant Sanders. So you can see in this instance, it could not correctly identify the jersey number here because it's partly obscured. I think that's actually number 22. And so it couldn't guess that. It guessed number 7. So you do still need to go through these images and just proofread and make sure it's identifying the correct people. But thanks to code replacements and Photo Mechanic that Sideline has created for you, this is really, really simple to do. So if I chose to, I could take this, enter in a code replacement, and it would just fix that for me. Trey English shoots over Kentucky Wildcats guard Denzel Aberdeen and forward Andrea Yelovich. That is perfect. Mohamed Diabate dribbles the ball during the game. So stylistically, you may want to choose some of these captions, but this is an entire thing that I didn't have to spend 20 or 30 seconds writing. Even with code replacements, that would still probably take me 15 to 20 seconds to write that, and Sideline did it all for me. Wildcats forward Trent Nose assisted off the court during the game. Like, you can just see this is captioning and identifying this absolutely perfectly. So that is the power of Sideline. It has captioned 1,523 images for me, and it averages a caption, I think, every 4 seconds or so. So it is incredibly powerful, incredibly inexpensive to use, and really has saved me a ton of time. So with the wonderful features that are in here, I didn't even get into the roster manager today, but there's a ton of great stuff in there as well. Our hope is that this would really help streamline your workflow, help make captioning and that part of your workflow really more efficient and save you a ton of time. So that's a little bit about Sideline Captions. I'd encourage you to head on over to our website. It's sidelinecaptions.com, and you can get a completely free trial of Sideline and get your first 500 images captioned completely for free. And then once you decide you may want to upgrade, a lifetime license to Sideline is only $49. No ongoing subscriptions, none of that junk. We're not raising the price every month and doing that stuff. You pay $49 once and it is yours forever. So I'd encourage you to head on over there, try out Sideline, let us know what you think, and hopefully this can save you a ton of time in your captioning, make your life a whole lot easier, and you can get back to shooting, editing, doing the stuff that you love to do, not worrying with captions. So hope you enjoy it, and let us know what you think.